13-day gap between your last game, the Bradford game, and the next game against Peterborough. What effect does that have for your squad, do you think?
I think it could have a positive effect for us, because it gives them a chance to it gives us a chance to clear up any niggles, any knocks. It gives the lads that have been sort of out injured a chance to get back, and a chance to mentally as well to have a break and make sure that when we come back we're really fresh and we go into the second half of the season looking to improve on the first half.
The danger is with sharpness. How do you keep them sharp over this 2-week period?
I think the players that we've got are naturally sharp. They're lively, so we're not too worried about that. Obviously next week we'll work on all the way up to the Peterborough game, but nothing will change. We'll maybe give them a couple of days off now, and we're focused on Peterborough and making sure that we are ready to try and get 3 points off them, because if we do, that makes it really interesting.
How do you manage the intensity of that training to make sure that you get that balance right, that they're not peaking too soon?
Obviously Mike Cooper becomes important, the sports scientist. He monitors their heart rate in terms of what zone they need to be training in. But I will try and do it by eye as well, really, and recognise who needs to be eased up and who needs to be pushed on a little bit. So we've got a really fit bunch, and obviously the youthfulness of the squad aids that. I've got no worries about them being anything other than in top sort of fitness and fettle for Peterborough game.
In terms of the players that have been ill, one of the problems is with viral infections. People like your Nathan Thompsons and your Ryan Harleys. A virus is more of an energy sapping type of injury or reason to be out. How do you make sure that their energy is at the right point?
Well, like I said, next week, once we get down to serious training to prepare for the Peterborough game, we'll be able to see straight away who's tired, who tires quicker, and like I say, we'll either ease up on them or push them that little bit further. But I think a couple of days off will help everybody, and it will clear up all the the illnesses, the niggles, and clear the mind.
It also gives you now 13 days to look at your squad and assess what you need, where to go. The transfer window's reopened. What do you think your squad needs at the moment?
Well, I think everybody knows now, with obviously Nicky's gone back, and obviously Niall Ranger's issues still to be resolved. But I would think that we will bring in a forward of some type, and maybe another. In what position? With the emergence of Rafa Brancott at Bradford, and obviously now we're wondering, do we need another centre back? Because Troy is not too far away as well.
Was that a surprise to you?
Well, we knew he had the ability. It was just actually putting it onto the pitch, and you can probably say, well, it was the adrenaline that got him through. It was half an hour, backs to the wall. It's easier to go into that scenario than starting here at the county ground when we've got to have the ball and we've got to go and press the issue. But he's good with the football, so I think the centre half issue is now not as important as what we thought it might be.
It's strange though how it goes from the centre half issue now to the centre forward issue. How many games have you watched so far to look at people?
It's been difficult because obviously when we're playing, most of the other teams are playing. You try and take as many development games as you can, but with the weather that's been difficult. So our targets won't have changed too much over the last couple of months. I think we know the type of player that we're looking for, and the targets won't have changed too much. So we know where we're looking, and it's just we're hoping that them players become available.